That's not like you. That's not like you. Mm-mm. That's not like you. Nope. Nope. That's not like you. The amount of times that I've heard this saying growing up throughout my life from people that are close to me, and even sometimes from people that are really not so close to me, I cannot count on my fingers and my toes altogether. My friends, there's an issue with this. Human beings are many, not just in terms of volume of people on the face of this planet, but specifically, personality wise. There's a lot of things going on within a single human being. There are many different parts to a single human being. So when I first started hearing this from people, specifically the people that were close to me, what I started to think was, okay, this is interesting. They're not aware of the bigger picture. But then many other ideas started to come in. And I started to realize, okay, so it's not just a matter of them not realizing that there are multiple parts, multiple aspects to any given individual, but this also has to do with comfort and safety. And the reason why this is such a challenge is because if you're not aware enough of what's actually going on, you'll get sucked into the narrative that's being created. This prison of an idea that people are trying to inlay upon you. People have an idea for who you are as a person. That's just the way that it is. They have an idea, they're going to have an idea, that's just how it works. Now, if you're not so aware of that, it's really going to fuck you up. The reason being is because, like I was saying before, to understand that somebody sees you a specific way, there's comfort in that. They want to do everything that they can in their power for their own comfort and safety to try to keep you locked inside of that idea. And if you're not aware of it, and you just kind of go with the flow, just go with the wind, it will really fuck you up. So, what's important to work with here is this recognition that there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with these different aspects of you that you experience. As you are, you are. And when you hear things that are in contradiction to who you are, like, that's not like you, or you're acting differently, or this, that, and the other, these are all mechanisms from other people that have nothing to do with you. There's nothing wrong with being sad if you're generally happy. There's nothing wrong with being angry if you are generally calm. There's nothing wrong with any of that stuff. These are emotions. Emotions are to be felt. They're meant to be explored and understood. But if you don't become aware of this idea of people trying to lock you inside of these prisons that they have created for you, because they have created prisons for you, whether you see it or not, it's all comfort, it's all safety. One of the foundational aspects to this human experience from birth till now, and of course for the rest of life. Safety is foundational to adequate experiences of life. If we do not feel safe, we will do or say something regarding it, or we won't, because maybe we're codependent and we neglect and sabotage our own likes, dislikes, wants, and needs. But the fact of the matter is that many people are not only unaware of the fact that within any given individual there are multiple parts, but also they're unaware of the fact that they're comfortable trying to keep you locked inside of an idea for who you are as a person. I cannot emphasize enough the extent to which this has the capacity to fuck up any given individual. but it does. It really fucks people up. So become aware of this. If you've heard anything like it, recognize it for what it is, and get crystal fucking clear on how you want to see yourself, regardless of how other people see you. Get crystal fucking clear on how it is that you need to express yourself based on what you like, dislike, want, need, all that stuff. Because the second you hear that is the second that you have the capacity, you have the ability to recognize the situation and make conscious change based on that. Because nothing else but this version of yourself that I have created for you is like you. And therefore, I feel very uncomfortable with it. So I need you to be this way specifically. Don't change. Don't be any other way. Just be this way. Because whenever you're not that way, it's unacceptable for me. I cannot tolerate it, and I will say something about it. Absurdity. One last thing that I wanted to mention, because I realized that it was something that I explored with my sweetheart last year. We were coming to the subject of this idea of multiple personality disorder. And then we were exploring this idea that everyone has multiple personalities. So this idea that you're acting different, or that that's not like you. Yeah. Just the way it is. We have multiple aspects of ourselves. The more aware we become of that, the more productively we can work with that. The less aware we are of that, the more fucked we are.